Andy A. Reyes was born on November 12, 1942 in Wichita Falls, Texas, to parents Andreas T. and Maria Gallegos Reyes. Andy also has a younger brother, Aaron. Andy's dad, Andreas, was in the Air Force stationed in Wichita Falls, so the boys were raised in their hometown of Alice, Texas, where Andy graduated from Alice High School and then attended Texas A&I University in Kingsville, and then the University of Houston, where he majored in chemistry with a minor in math. While attending college, Andy participated in intramural sports. On August 29, 1965, in Alice, Texas, Andy married his wife of 52 years, Terry D. Reyes. The Reyes are proud parents of one daughter, Yvette M. Reyes, who married her husband, David Hall. They have one daughter and Andy's granddaughter, Gabriella Hall. Andy started his working career at Amoco Chemicals as a project analyst and lab supervisor, where he stayed on for 23 years. While working at Amoco, Andy pursued his Texas real estate license, acquiring that in 1976, and his broker's license in 1978. He retired from Amoco to pursue a full-time career in real estate in 1991. The phrase "never give up" has been a long-time motto of Andy's and helped him become a successful businessman, family man, and politician. Andy is a Texas licensed real estate broker and a state-certified general real estate appraiser. He has been in the real estate profession acting as a consultant and broker for the past 40 years. He has been an independent fee appraiser for more than 25 years. He was the broker-owner of Reyes Brake Realty Company from 1980 to 1984. Owner of Reyes Realty Company from 1984 to 1992, broker-owner of Remax Alvin Manville Real Estate Company from 1992 to 1999. Andy was named Broker of the Year for the suburban Houston area in 1995. Andy became broker-owner and broker of record for Prudent Reyes Planca Realtors in Alvin from 1999 to 2013. Prudent Reyes Planca grew to 24 agents and became one of the most successful real estate offices in the county of Brazoria. Andy is currently an owner of the company in Alvin, the Reyes Realty Group, with his daughter, Yvette Reyes Hall. Andy has a wide range of civic and volunteer involvement. He began his civic duty on the City of Alvin Planning Commission in 1994 and served on the City Charter Review Commission in 1995. He was mayor pro tem during his term as city councilman at large from 1997 to 2002. He was elected mayor of the City of Alvin in 2002 and served until 2006. During his stint as mayor, Andy was recognized by the Latino American Who's Who for his achievement in advancing the culture of the Latino American business community. He was also known for his work in setting up the Mayor's Committee on People with Disabilities. Andy served as an active member on the Brazoria County Appraisal Review Board for 2 years as chairman. He is currently on the board of directors for TIRZ as a vice chairman. He is also chairman of the board of directors for Region 4 Education Service Center in Houston and is a business development committee member for the Hometown Bank of Alvin. Andy has a long past of volunteering as well. He has been a volunteer for the Junior Achievement, a former director of Noon's Lions Club International, and the 100 Club of Alvin. During his mayoral days, Andy was passionate about creating a family-oriented recreation center for the youth of Alvin, and together with city staff and YMCA principals, they worked hard towards the goal of making the YMCA Center a reality. Andy became the first board chairman for the Alvin area YMCA. His dedication to the youth gained him the YMCA honor of Volunteer of the Year in 2003. Andy was a semi-pro baseball player in his younger years, but currently sticks to golf and watching his granddaughter, Gabby, excel in volleyball. Andy says that his hardest obstacle was to achieve success as an owner in the real estate industry, and his greatest achievement has been having ownership in 5 different real estate companies. Andy's words of wisdom for the younger generation is, you must be motivated to succeed. If you don't succeed the first time, pick yourself up and try again. Be persistent and never give up. There is no shame in losing. The shame is in not trying. Congratulations, Andy A. Reyes, Hall of Fame Laureate. Howard Go was born on April 1st, 1952 at Freeport, Texas to parents Howard and Maxine Go. Howard's dad thought it was an April Fool's joke upon getting the call since he only had daughters. Howard is the eldest boy with 5 older sisters and 1 younger brother. Siblings are Vicki Johnson, Patty Adams, Carolyn Freaks, Beverly Holloway, Helen Go, and Glenn Go. Howard grew up in the Brazosport ISD school system, graduating from Brazosport High School and went on to Brazosport College where he took a machinist course. Howard has 2 children, Kevin Go and Lisa Go Roberts. He married Tina Norris, January 15, 2005, and blended Kara Gilliam, Angela Raymond, and Anthony Norris. Howard is the proud grandfather of 8 children, Ashton, Tara, and Braxton Norris, Jared and Aiden Gilliam, Katie Go, and Ava and Ryan Roberts. Howard also includes his trusty sidekick, Lucky, his rescue dog. Howard started at a young age working with his dad on rental houses. His memories are that they worked from daylight to dark. He applied for a job as a co-op student in the Brazosport Fax. After graduating, he went to work for Dow Mag Sales during the day and took a machinist classes at night. He soon decided this was not what he wanted to do as a career. He then started working on motorcycles and small engines. Howard's first business was started in 1974 and was called For Bikers Only, with a mere $2,500 loan. One of his first employees was his brother Glenn, who is still employed today. It grew quickly after this to him being asked if he wanted to apply for a Kawasaki franchise. He got accepted and started Go Kawasaki in 1976. Several years later, in 1983, he applied for a Harley-Davidson franchise. This was a challenge because several other individuals were applying. He was accepted and moved Harley-Davidson in with Kawasaki. As the years passed, there was a need for more space. He built the current building in 2000 and later remodeled the old building. His son, Kevin, was the mastermind behind the design of the old building and the current lime green Kawasaki color. They currently carry Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, watercraft, side-by-sides, and Can-Am Spyders separately. Go Kawasaki currently employs approximately 9 people. Howard had reservations on building his current Harley building as Harley-Davidson Corp. Was pushing him to grow. He finally realized as sales grew that he had to make a move for space. They now have approximately 32 employees. One of Howard's biggest assets to his company was having his son Kevin join him in 2003. Kevin is quite familiar with motorcycles since he grew up running around the dealership at an early age and spent many hours with his parents there in the beginning. Howard has been active in the community over the years, starting the Hog chapter, having school supply rides, and Christmas rides to help local youth. He also organized Gulf Coast blood drives and continues to provide meals and T-shirts to all participants. Howard has participated on several mission trips and has been a high school classroom mentor for junior achievement. In Howard's spare time, he loves spending time with his family and friends. Howard and his wife enjoy riding motorcycles, camping, and spending time with their grandchildren. Howard says the hardest obstacle was finding funds to start his business. Howard says his greatest achievement has been raising his children. taking care of his mother several years before her passing, and getting the Harley-Davidson franchise. And yes, he is proud to say that he holds a state record for racing his V-Rod motorcycle. Howard's words of wisdom to the younger generation: you will work long, hard hours, but find a career you enjoy. Congratulations, Howard L. Go, Hall of Fame Laureate. David Raymond Novosad was born on April 18, 1957 in Angleton, Texas, to parents Frank and Dorothy Novosad. David is one of 6 siblings that include Kathy Finley, David, Richard, Thomas, Edward, and Lori Novosad, David being the oldest son. David attended St. Mary's Catholic School, Clute Elementary, Roberts Elementary, Bess Brannon Elementary, Lake Jackson Intermediate, and graduated from Brazoswood High School in 1975. David went on to Brazosport College for his basics and was a charter member of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. David finished his college studies at Texas A&M University with a Bachelor's of Business Administration in Marketing in May of 1979. While at Texas A&M, David participated in numerous intramural sports. After his graduation, David returned to the Brazosport area and began working at the family business, Brazosport Tire. Also in 1979, David met up with his former high school classmate, Bonnie Reby. David and Bonnie married on October 23, 1982. The Novosads have 2 children, Blake, who is a Samaritan studying to become a Catholic priest in Rome, Italy, and Brooke Novosad Steringer, a speech pathologist at the Coastal Kids Therapy. David continued to learn the tire business and bought the family business from his father, Frank, in 1986. After buying the business, the company continued to grow. The shop, located at the corner of Plantation Drive and Brockman Road, was quickly outgrown. Brazosport Tire relocated 1 block away on Plantation Drive, which is its current location. With the move, the shop continued to expand, adding a larger mechanic and alignment shop, as well as more warehouse space for the growing tire inventory. Today, Brazosport Tire is proud to be one of the very few independent, family-owned and operated tire shops left. Specializing in tires for a variety of needs is what Brazosport Tire does best. Whether you need tires for your vehicle, ATV, boat, farm equipment, or industrial machinery, they have it all. Brazosport Tire also has a wide-range mechanic shop specializing in brake work and vehicle alignment, as well as other vehicle needs such as suspension work. David's father, Frank, taught his family to first gain the customer's trust and then back that up with consistent quality service. Once you've established this with your customers, they will recommend you to their friends, family, and coworkers. It's an everyday practice which has led to many great rewards. A big difference between the auto industry and other businesses is the lack of knowledge of the product. Brazosport Tire has always taken the time to educate their customers and gain their trust and respect so that they know they are being treated fairly. Frank is also one of the very first shops in the area back in the early 60s that had state-of-the-art alignment machines. Frank would travel to Houston after work to be trained on equipment by authorized manufacturer representatives. Brazosport Tire has a valued reputation of high-quality alignments and the tire service for the last 60 years. David has grown the business to include over 20 employees, including a few family members, his wife, Bonnie, his brother, Edward, nephew, Justin, and son-in-law, Matt Steringer. David and his brother, Edward, have worked side by side for the past 40 years. They are the familiar faces behind the counter that gives the customers the reassurance that they are dealing with a family-owned business. David has retained a number of faithful employees who have continued to work for the family business since David took over the business, which has earned the shop's best tire and brake repair shop in the Brazosport area for the last few years. The shop has also been recognized as an outstanding tire dealer for the past 25 years by Michelin and Cooper Tires. David is an active member of the community. He is a board member on the Texas Tire and Automotive Dealers Association, board member on the 100 Club of Brazoria County, and a former board member of BAC. David also served on the first Dow Chemical Citizens Advisory Council. He has been a strong supporter financially as well as volunteering his time to local organizations. David is a strong believer that giving back to your community is a must. Your community is made up of people who support you, so giving back to the community is essential. David has been recognized with the Paul Harris Fellows Award from the Brazosport Rotary Club. He has also been the Knight of the Month several times with the Knights of Columbus at St. Michael's Catholic Church. In David's spare time, he is an avid fisherman and loves to hunt in the hill country at his family's farm as well as play golf. He also enjoys getting the opportunity to travel all over the world, especially in Europe. Brazosport Tire's greatest challenges are keeping a step ahead of the ever-changing technology in the automotive and tire industry, as well as finding qualified technicians that can meet the shop's high-quality standards. David's advice to the younger generation would be, even though it might seem hard at times, living with your means is very important, and if followed, it can help you become more financially stable. It also makes life less stressful. As the late Johnny Suggs told me years ago, David, play as you go, and you will never owe. Keeping up a positive reputation and attitude of yourself is important. It can help you out in so many different ways if you just put the effort forth to keep it up. When faced with different trials and tribulations, be part of the solution, not the negative. Finally, one last word of advice. Keep life simple. We tend to make it complicated. Congratulations, David R. Novosad, Hall of Fame Laureate. Ursula Lloyd Shipp was born to parents Edwin and Flora Roger Shipp on September 10, 1957 in Detroit, Michigan. Earl is an only child who grew up and attended school in Detroit. He was a member of the marching band where he played saxophone and flute. His saxophone quartet won first place 2 years running in the Michigan State Band and Music Competition. Earl graduated from Cass Technical High School with an emphasis in biochemistry. Earl's first job was a neighborhood newspaper route at the age of 13. He then moved on to be a lifeguard, swimming instructor, and swim team coach at the community YMCA. Earl says that the YMCA programs helped him stay out of trouble as a youth and